What's up guys, Eternal Pain here with another redstone tutorial. Now, we all know 1.16's here, and zero-tick farms are a thing of the past. They don't work anymore, and that makes me sad. I get it, you've had zero-tick bamboo and sugarcane farms in your world for a long time now, and now 1.16 has came and messed that all up. Well, I'm here to show you exactly how you can get over that with a completely automated farm that will work for both sugarcane and bamboo. I'll show you how it works, and then I will show you how to build it. Alright, so this machine's relatively simple to make. It just works off of a flying machine with a harvesting extension right here. And it's got this little circuit here that deploys a redstone block, activates all those repeaters, and sends out your minecarts so that they're not constantly running, that they're only going to be running when the machine itself is harvesting. So I'll show you how this works real quick. So when this daylight sensor changes from night to day, obviously, which I have an overcast sky right now, don't really know what's going on in my creative world because I don't have weather activated, but okay. Anyway, this will harvest twice a day, once at sunrise, once at sunset, and it'll go, maybe. I think the weather's playing tricks on me. Alright, now it's a beautiful sunny blue sky. I've got everything fixed. Apparently I did have my weather cycle on and didn't realize it. Anyway, like I was saying, this once the daylight sensor changes, it'll deploy the flying machine, and I've got this little bitty circuit down here that works off of an observer that detects the arm, sends out that piston, and sends the flying machine all the way back to the station. And if we listen really close, we can hear that in just a second the minecarts will stop. Alright, so I'm going to show you the materials you need to build this, and then I will get into the build. Alright, so on screen right now is more or less the materials that you're going to need for this farm. The reason I say more or less is because all of these building blocks here, they can be anything you want, but you may need more than what's here, or you may need less depending on how long you want to make the farm. The farm can be as long as you want it, just as long as the flying machine is unobstructed and it can get all the way to the end. But anyway, for the size that we have here in the video, it takes 10 redstone dust, 27 hoppers, 6 observers, 15 powered rails, about 70 regular rails, 5 hopper minecarts, a few stacks of building materials, 6 blocks of redstone, 12 slime blocks, 34 immovable blocks that can be furnaces, obsidian, glazed terracotta, whatever you want to use, just something that the slime blocks won't stick to. And then you need 64 dirt blocks. Well, about a stack of dirt. I actually think there's only 40 dirt blocks in this design. But I'm just stupid and don't know how to count, so I just got a whole stack. But I believe it's 40. You need 5 redstone repeaters, 3 regular pistons, 4 sticky pistons, and 1 daylight sensor to build this whole farm. Alright, so that's the material list. If you need to, you can pause the video and take a screenshot, do whatever you need to do. And now I think I'm going to get into building it and show you exactly how to build the size that we have right here. Alright, so to start things off, you're going to need a border that is 19 long and 11 wide. And then what you're going to want to do from there is come in and punch out, make sure this is 2 deep all the way through. Alright, then once you've got all of the blocks punched out and you've got a 2 deep hole here that's sitting one above the surface, you're going to punch out right here, 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 and here. And then you're going to put redstone blocks in those holes. Those are what's going to power the rails on this end of the farm. Right, on this end of the farm, you're going to want to make another hole that's 6 by 11. And then what I like to do at this point is just line the whole thing around with whatever building block I'm using. It makes the build look a little cleaner and not so ugly like I've done over there. So now what you're going to need to do, let me just go in here and grab repeaters. Dust. You want to put, corresponding to the redstone blocks at the end, you want to put a repeater on each one of these blocks here. And then redstone dust all the way down these repeaters. And you're going to bring it out one from the middle. Okay, so when you've got all of this stuff set in place, now you need to come inside to this big hole here and punch out a line all the way around here. Make yourself a little trench so that you can punch out all of these blocks. I went a little too far. Made me a little marker over there so I wouldn't forget. And then once you get to the middle, you're going to punch out all these blocks. Come over to this side. And you're just going to clear out a little space for your storage, whatever you want that to be. So now we need our chests and our hoppers. So I'm going to put a double chest just right here. If I can get in there. Please. Anyway, put one double chest in there. Place this. And then you want to take hoppers all the way from this area, all the way around the side. And all the way through the middle. Alright, so the purpose of these hoppers now is these hoppers will unload your minecarts when they finally stop and come to a rest on top of them, but these hoppers here are to catch anything that falls into the water stream for the sugarcane farm. If you're making the bamboo version of this farm, you actually don't need this line of hoppers right here because the carts will just pick up all of the bamboo while they're sitting on top of the dirt. So anyway, we replace this row of blocks here, and then we're going to put, corresponding to where these repeaters are, you're going to put a powered rail on top of each one of these hoppers, which is just every other one from the corner. Just like that. We're going to take your normal rails, snake all the way to the end. Actually, we don't need these two. And then down here, as we did with the powered rails, you're going to put redstone blocks or torches under a block, however you want to power these rails at the end. And then we're going to put 2 powered rails on this end so it has plenty of momentum to get back. I don't think that's absolutely necessary to have 2 of them down here. You could probably get away with just 1, but I just like to have more than I need. That's the way I build every one of my redstone contraptions. So anyway, I'm gonna finish putting all these rails in and we'll get to the next step. Alright, now the next step is on this, for the sugarcane version of this farm, you need a row of solid blocks in between the rows of rails. This is just so the water streams can flow on top of those blocks. Just like that. In the middle of every one of these, I want to put a hopper just like this. And I'm going to cover this whole thing up with dirt except for the very last block, because we still want to be able to put our minecarts in there, which actually I could probably go ahead and do that right now. So I'm just going to put a minecart on the end of every single one of these. I'm going to cover the whole thing up with dirt. I am stupid. Back to placing dirt. Alright, so after you've placed your dirt, you're pretty much done with the setup for the base of the farm. The only thing you need now is a water bucket. And possibly an infinite water source, or multiple water buckets, however you want to put the water in here. But you're going to put water in each one of these slots. That's going to flow right into that hopper. So it'll catch any drops that go into the water stream, and the mine carts will catch anything that lands on the dirt. Alright, so at this point I'm going to build up the ends of the farm. One end is a little different than the other end, so just follow along, pay attention, because there is a slight difference here. So we need our immovable blocks, whatever we decided we wanted to use for that, and you're going to put them down right here in the middle of this side. That's all you need, because your slime blocks are going to rest right on top of this. So you want to go ahead and put the slime blocks for your pusher right on top of these. And then right here in the middle, you're going to go up 2 on the slime blocks. Then you just want to put your immovable blocks just like that, kind of in a weird L shape on each side. And that's where your harvesting arm is going to rest while the farm is not active. So now we need to put immovable blocks on the back of this so that it'll stop there. I'll put an extra one here just for good measure. After we do this, we're going to go back to our building blocks, and I'm going to build a little platform that just comes out so I can put all of our redstone goodies on it. Just like that. And just like that. Alright, so for the base mechanism here, we're going to need our observers. Place an observer facing up like that, with a sticky piston. Go over here and grab a sticky piston so I don't have to go back into my inventory. Facing down, slime block, and a redstone block, just like so. Alright, and now that part of it is actually done. But for right now, I'm going to get rid of that piston so that when I build the flying machine on top of this, it doesn't activate, because that would not be good. We need another immovable block right here. We need an observer facing that way. Line block here. Another sticky piston facing forward there. Then we're going to build flying machine on top, which is just like so. You're going to face this into that slime block. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, sometimes I forget how to build my own machines. Anyway, we're gonna do this right here. Take that off. And a slime block just like that. Slime block here, and I'm going to place an immovable block right there just so this thing doesn't take off on me. Like that, and there's your flying machine. That should be... That is not right because I placed that in the wrong spot. I guess at this point you can just label me the clumsy builder. There we go. Now everything is right with the flying machine. Alright, and on this end down here, you're just going to be basically make an upside down T-shape. But what you want to do is put a layer of glass down first, because this actually needs to be a little higher than that side. And then you're going to put your immovable blocks just like this. And then you want to put two up right in the middle, just like that. And now, when I go down here and engage this flying machine, just like so, it should go all the way down to the end and stop right here on this. That is correct. Alright, I'm going to send that back. Oh, and also, you need an immovable block right there. I completely forgot about that. And now at this point, the farm is practically done, but not completely done. Because you want to put a building block on each end of this so that it will harvest these two sides. And then on this end, you want to put a building or a glass block right there. An observer facing in, and then on the back of this observer you want to put a regular piston, and then we're going to take our glass blocks and go up 2. We're going to put an observer right here facing down towards the piston, put another block on the back of that, and then go in 2 just like that. Let me make sure I'm right here. Yep. Piston facing that end. 2 repeaters, and this is kind of important. You have to set both of these repeaters to 2 ticks, or to 4 ticks, I mean. Because if you don't, then for some reason, if it has any less of a pulse there, it will break the farm. But now, when I go down here and activate this, it should go all the way down to the end and come back. And there it is. That is our send and receive system for the harvester. Alright, and the activation system for this is super easy. You ready for this? Piston. Daylight sensor right beside it. That's it. You're done. That's all of the farm. The only thing you have to do now is decide what kind of block you want to encase this in, because you do have to put walls around it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I forgot to put this sticky piston back in here. Do not forget that sticky piston, otherwise your minecarts will not activate at the bottom. But yeah, that's pretty much all the farm. Now the other way you can set this up is to, like I said, put rails all the way across. You won't have water streams, and then you'll just be able to put bamboo in this entire thing, and you won't need that middle row of hoppers there. It's a pretty simple conversion. I'm not really going to show how to do it in the tutorial, because if you followed along with me building this, I'm I'm pretty confident you guys can figure it out. You're probably a lot smarter than me when it comes to this stuff. But yeah, this is a really simple sugarcane and bamboo farm for your Minecraft world, since 1.16's here and it has taken away our beloved zero-tick farms. But like I said before, this machine is fully automated. So once you build it, you'll never have to touch it again unless you need to empty your storage for some reason. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and if you have, don't forget to slap that like button. Do it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you hate it. I take any and all criticism. Please, just talk to me. Please. Oh, and don't forget to maybe subscribe to the channel if you're interested in seeing more content. Please. Really helps me out. Alright. You guys have a good day, and I hope this farm has helped you in some way in your Minecraft world. Bye!